Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about, as you may have guessed, Bethesda on Game Pass, and also what Phil Spencer's been saying about Bethesda. So before we start, let's just head over and see what the games that have actually been coming to Game Pass today from Bethesda. Now, obviously, nearly all of these are sort of old games. There's no new games yet, but there's still a rather lot of them. There's absolutely tons, in fact. So we'll just see what's coming. So Dishonored Definitive Edition, Dishonored 2, Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, Doom 64, Doom Eternal. So if you like Doom, you're going to like this list. The Elder Scrolls 3's Morrowind, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online, Evil Within, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Fallout New Vegas, Prey, Rage 2, Wolfenstein New Order, Wolfenstein Old Blood, and Wolfenstein Youngblood. Now, obviously, if you like Bethesda games, this is like a big library of unlimited games almost that you can spend hundreds of hours playing. To be honest, I've played the ones I want to play. I'm not really bothered about playing any others. I probably won't. The only one that sort of maybe catches my eye is Morrowind, because I've never played that. So that's actually quite interesting, but it's a really old game, isn't it? So I'm not sure what it's going to look like. But we'll see, I guess. I might download it and just have a quick peek at it. Do I really want to spend hundreds of hours playing our game? Probably not, but I'll think about it. Now, the most interesting news to come out of this is it sounds like the future Bethesda games are all going to be exclusive to Game Pass platforms. Now, to be honest with you, being upfront, I don't believe a word that people like Phil Spencer say. Marketing people, they sort of got ways of spinning things that never turn out to be true, or it is true, but it sort of isn't true at the same time. So who knows? I don't know. And they always word things very carefully so that you don't know what's happening. Now, obviously, it could very well be that Bethesda games like the new Elder Scrolls and Fallout will still come to PlayStation 5. I don't know. It doesn't really affect me because I have a PC, so I can play them on PC anyway. But it's obviously going to affect some PlayStation owners who like Bethesda games. So let's just see what he said. What he said, make of this what you will, is that we have games that exist on other platforms and we're going to support those games on the platforms they're on. There are communities of players and we love those communities and we'll continue to invest in them even in the future. There might be things that have either contractual things or legacy on different platforms, but if you're an Xbox customer, the thing I want you to know is about delivering great exclusives for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists. And that's our goal. That's why we're doing this. That's the root of this partnership that we're building, and the creative capability we'll be able to bring to market for Xbox customers is going to be the best it's ever been for Xbox. So, to reiterate, games that are currently available on platforms like Xbox, PlayStation, such as Elder Scrolls Online, probably things that are also coming in the future, like Deathloop and Tokyo Ghostwire, they're contracted PlayStation, some of them, they're staying on there. The online ones that I just mentioned, like Elder Scrolls Online, that's probably going to be supported into the future and never leave the service. Fallout 76 is probably another one that will probably stay on all platforms, but from what we're reading here, anything in the future that isn't under contract to any other platform will only be available on Game Pass. That's what it sounds like. Whether that's true or not, we'll just need to wait and see. There's no reason to doubt it, but like I say, marketing people don't always tell the truth 100%. They tend to bend it and shape it to the way that they want it to sound so that you'll believe them. And to be honest, I never believe them. So we'll see what happens. But from what we're hearing, it does sound like they're only coming to Game Pass. What services Game Pass will be available on? I mean, will it come to Switch? Will it come to Amazon Luna? Wherever it comes, you'll be able to play these games, but we just don't know where else it'll come for now, apart from obviously Xbox and PC. and possibly even Android as well, because it is on there too. So yeah, so that's interesting, isn't it? So, wow, what do you think of that? Now, I did ask a few people what they think on Twitter, so I'll bring those things up in a minute. Just seeing if there's anything else that came out of that. One other thing they did mention was that Xbox Studios could use the Doom ID tech engine in the future. So it'd be quite interesting to see some Xbox games using Doom's technology as well. But anyway, let's just get away from that and go on to what I was talking about on Twitter. I was asking people, with PlayStation winning fans beginning to take notice of Xbox, are they beginning to take notice of Xbox? So I asked the PlayStation winning fans on my Twitter what they think of this. A lot of them said they would rather get a PC than an Xbox. So if they're going to play Bethesda games, they would rather do it on PC. Also, right now, he's saying probably not. This is Lee Hunt. He's saying he probably wouldn't buy an Xbox right now. But when Bethesda games started coming out, new ones, then he might be tempted. We also have Matthew Smith. He says he has both, but for him, PlayStation exclusives are better anyway. Bennett, he said he's probably going to get a gaming laptop or PC soon. Pinnaker, he said no, he has a game PC and a PlayStation 5, so that's a perfect combination for him. So yeah, from the people I've asked, this might make them lean towards PC rather than Xbox. But either way, it's good news all round, isn't it? I mean, competition's good competition. As you can see behind me, most of the games, as I mentioned, are all pretty old. We've got Dishonored, that's Ancient, Doom, Prey, Fallout 4, Morrowind, Evil Within. So at the moment, it's not really having a big impact because I imagine most people have all these games anyway. But in the future, I'm pretty sure it will have a big impact, especially when the new games come out. And if they are only on Game Pass, let's put that as a big if, then it could be that things are going to change. But still, competition's good for PlayStation, it's good for Xbox, it's good for Nintendo, so we can't ideally complain. It's a good thing. Just think of it like that. It'll make Sony make better games, hopefully, even better games than they already do, which seems a bit far-fetched because their games are amazing, but even better games, and maybe even more of them, and hopefully it will make Nintendo step up as well, and other publishers. So if everyone steps up because of this, then it's going to be brilliant, because you can bet it's not only going to be Game Pass that's a game Netflix-like service in the future. There's going to be others released. PlayStation now will need to step it up. EA have got their own, Ubisoft have got their own, THQ will probably end up with their own. There'll be loads that will end up with a Game Pass-like service. So it's only going to be good for everyone. It's not going to be good for physical stores by the looks of things, but hey, I guess that's the way things are going. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about it. I'll see you next time. Bye.